Hey there, Pats Nation. Welcome into Patriots Report presented by Game Time. I'm your host, Harris Rubenstein. Let's get right into our rumors. Would the Patriots have drafted Rashad Evans if he was still on the board? We're giving this one 4 Lombardi trophies. It's pretty likely. So we're not going to give this one the full 5 Lombardi trophies simply because we don't 100% know that they would have drafted him at 23 overall if he was there, but it was likely. The Titans traded up to number 22 right ahead of the Pats to take him there. Though the Patriots did seem pretty ready to take Isaiah Wynn once Rashad Evans was taken. If you look at the Patriots kind of little draft video that they put out of the war room right when they took Isaiah Wynn at 23, you can hear on the television that the Titans took Rashad Evans at 22. So clearly the Patriots had a backup plan that if Rashad Evans was off the board, they were taking Isaiah Wynn. But I will say this, and this is something we'll get to a little bit later, Frank Ragnow looks to have been their first option at pick 23. But like I said, we'll get to that later. Let's get into our rumor number 2. Here we go again. Another AFC East rival saying that this is the year they're going to take down the Patriots. Are the Jets going to dethrone the Pats this year? Fake news. Quincy Enunwa was blabbing his mouth all over the place saying, oh, this is the year the Jets are finally going to dethrone the Patriots. Please, I've been hearing this for 10 years, and it's a cycle of whichever team is saying it every single year. Last year it was the Bills. This year it was the Jets. The year before that it was the Dolphins. Every single year it's a different AFC East team, and every single year they fall to the hands of the great Tom Brady. Please, Quincy Enunwa, let's see if your quarterback can go 2 games without throwing 5 interceptions before we start saying the Jets are going to dethrone the Patriots. Let's check out my rumor meter so you guys know what the heck I'm talking about. 1 Lombardi trophy. We're on to Cincinnati. It's fake news. Don't worry about it. 2 Lombardi trophies. It's Ted Wells' level of truth. Small shred of truth there. Not very likely. 3 Lombardi trophies. We'll see. People are talking. This is about a 50-50% chance that this is happening. 4 Lombardi trophies. It's pretty likely. You can throw about a 75% chance on this one. 5 Lombardi trophies. Count those rings. This is 100%. This is fact. Let's get into rumor number 3. Were the Patriots going to trade up for Frank Ragnow? I'm going to give this one a couple of trophies here. I think that this is a realistic option. Throw 4 trophies on that one. So it seems that the Patriots draft order went something like this. If Frank Ragnow is on the board, take Frank Ragnow no matter what. If he wasn't there, take Rashad Evans. If Rashad Evans wasn't there, take Isaiah Wynn. And the board fell that neither Ragnow nor Evans were on the board, so the Patriots got Isaiah Wynn. Apparently, though, the Patriots tried to trade up ahead of the Lions in order to take Ragnow. So this means something kind of interesting here because Ragnow doesn't play tackle. He only plays center and a little bit of guard. So I wonder what the Patriots' plan was going to be with Frank Ragnow had they drafted him. Why draft an interior lineman specifically so he can play the interior part of the offensive line if you already have Shaq Mason and Joe Thuney under contract? I wonder if they were maybe looking to trade one of Joe Thuney or Shaq Mason if they got Frank Ragnow. But now that they have Isaiah Wynn, they have someone who can play that tackle guard position as well as trading for Trent Brown. So an interesting little factoid. Apparently the Patriots fell in love with Frank Ragnow. Makes a lot of sense seeing as them and Brett Bielema had a lot of connections this offseason. He, by the way, is the former Arkansas head coach. Let's get to number 4. Did Bill Belichick dislike this quarterback class? This is more of a personal feeling. I'm going to give this one 3 Lombardi trophies, and it's also kind of coming from Bill Belichick, because if he really did like this quarterback class, why didn't he trade it for Josh Rosen? Why didn't he draft Lamar Jackson? Why did he take Luke Falk or Logan Woodside? And why did he wait all the way till the 7th round to take Danny Etling, who Nick Caserio made very clear they drafted specifically to be a backup quarterback? That to me says I'm not crazy about this quarterback class. I'm going to move on, and maybe in the next couple years I can move up to take a guy. But could there have been one quarterback that they absolutely fell in love with, and could that quarterback have been Baker Mayfield? Did the Patriots try to trade up for Baker Mayfield? I'm going to give this one to Lombardi Trophies. I'm not super convinced about this rumor. Now, could the Patriots have wanted to trade up for Baker Mayfield? Sure, but the Patriots wanted to trade up to the number 2 overall pick. So let's break this down. Let's say the Browns take Sam Darnold at number 1 overall and Baker Mayfield's on the board there at number 2. And the Jets are going to take him at 3. They've already confirmed this. So the Giants have already said that they weren't listening to trade offers for the number 2 overall pick. Dave Gettleman, he wanted Saquon Barkley. He took Saquon Barkley, and that was that. So if the Patriots couldn't have got him at 2, the Jets certainly aren't trading back so the Patriots can get Baker Mayfield. How realistic was this report? To me, this doesn't sound realistic at all. Think of what the Patriots would have had to give up in order to move up to the number 2 overall pick. They would have to give up both of their first-round picks this year, their 2019 first-round pick, and both of their second-round picks this year, and then maybe a third-round pick as well, just to sweeten the deal. They're not moving up from like 10 to 2 here, people. They're moving up from 23 to 2 in order to take a quarterback. That was not going to be cheap, and I can't really see Bill Belichick making that kind of move for an undersized, relatively cocky quarterback. Though it is interesting because Josh McDaniels did visit with Baker Mayfield 2 days before the draft. So if the Patriots really did love him, they hid it for a while and wanted to get a meeting with him before the draft. I still don't totally believe in this rumor, but that's why it's a rumor. I want to know from you guys, though, would you have wanted the Patriots to trade up for Baker Mayfield? Give me a comment in the comment section, and I will respond to them as fast as I can. Let's get to our final rumor. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't talk crap about Tom Brady at all. It's not really something I enjoy doing, but I'm going to do it this time because Tom Brady is whining like a baby. We're giving this one 4 Lombardi trophies. It's pretty likely that Tom Brady doesn't feel appreciated, and we have the video to prove it. So Tom Brady was talking to Jim Wolf of Westwood One, talking about his career with the Patriots, what this upcoming season is going to look like, what happened over the past couple of seasons. So without further ado, here's Tom Brady talking to Jim Wolf about whether or not he feels, or Jim Gray, excuse me, talking about whether or not he feels appreciated. Take a look.
Do you feel appreciated by them, and do they have the appropriate gratitude for what you have achieved?
I plead the fifth. Look, man, that is a tough question. Yeah, I mean,
your wife seems to indicate.
Yeah. I think everybody in general wants to be appreciated more at work.
Oh, apparently Tom Brady, the multi-millionaire superstar Boston athlete who is the most beloved athlete in the history of New England, is now claiming that he doesn't feel appreciated at work. Tom, you just won an MVP at 40 years old, and you're complaining because old man Bill Belichick isn't nice to you? Do you know how much of a baby you look like? I get it. We're not supposed to comment on every single little thing that Tom Brady does. But this is absolutely ridiculous. Tom, you know this, and you've practiced this so often. Sometimes when anyone asks you a question, you keep your mouth shut, because when you go on and you start blabbering about how you don't feel appreciated, you come off looking like a brat. And frankly, that's how it looked like. Though I will say this, if you go through the rest of the hour of his sit-down conversation with Jim Gray, it's not nearly that same kind of tone. But man, that video really struck me the wrong way. I don't know what's going on with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. But at 40 years old, Tom Brady's got to suck this up and just realize that Bill Belichick is just not going to be nice to you at this point.